football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Lewis. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Single. 91's coming, 91.
Throwing again, Lewis. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Lewis on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete, Okuegbunam. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Penny, a first down carry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Brandon McManus.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Cardinals 0. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just
and this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Now Lewis looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
as a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Lewis now to throw on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Back at the 17.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Lewis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Rashad Penny trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Check my quarter. And watch delay. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Cowboy 80.
Lewis off the play fake. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw is Lewis on third down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Lewis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here, let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it's 3rd down.
And 10.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. That QB's trapped.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Taken down.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Lewis. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing is Lewis. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. On the option, it's Jackson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Lewis throwing on 1st down. A quick slant to Hill. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Lewis. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Lewis to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson flushed out right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now Jackson on first down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On the draw, this is Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Rashad Penny, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 29. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Penny will try to punch it in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Cardinals' 5-yard line.
Another try for Penny. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a short return to the 6-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense.